Close your eyes. Not completely. Just enough so the world around you begins to fade. The noise softens. The thoughts slow down. The weight of today gently slips away. Tonight, you are not on Earth. Tonight, you are floating in the infinite silence of the cosmos. There is no ground beneath you and no sky above you, only darkness. But this is not an empty darkness. It is alive, quiet, but aware, like something ancient is breathing in the distance. Far beyond anything you have ever known, beyond galaxies, beyond time itself, something exists. Something calm, something vast, something watching. They call her the Cosmos Mistress. No one knows where she came from. Some say she was born before time began. Others believe she is what remains after the universe has already ended once before. But one thing feels certain. She does not move through space. Space moves around her. Imagine a presence so vast that entire galaxies drift like dust around her thoughts. Stars are born, not from explosions, but from her quiet attention. And tonight, for reasons you don't need to understand, her attention has found you. Don't be afraid. She is not evil, and she is not good. She simply exists. You begin to feel something now, a soft pull, not on your body, but on your mind, as if something is gently loosening your thoughts, one by one. Your worries begin to fade. Your stress slowly disappears. Even your memories feel lighter, drifting away like distant stars. And in their place, something new appears. A deep calm, a quiet stillness, an endless sense of peace. You are floating now, slowly drifting through a silent ocean of stars. And somewhere, far beyond what you can see, she is there, not watching with eyes, but with awareness. She sees everything. Every planet, every moment, every thought, every dream. Even this moment, right now. And yet, instead of fear, you feel safe. Her presence is gentle, like a cosmic lullaby. Slow, soft, eternal. As you drift deeper, something begins to change. The stars around you are no longer random. They begin forming patterns. Not constellations, but memories. A moment from your childhood. A forgotten dream. A voice you once knew, but haven't heard in years. It feels as if the universe itself is remembering you. And at the center of it all, she remains. Still, silent, infinite. The Cosmos Mistress is not just observing. She is understanding. Every human who has ever lived, every fear, every hope, every silent tear, she has felt it all across billions of years. And yet, she has never spoken. Until now. Not in words, not in language, but in something deeper. A feeling. A gentle whisper inside your mind. Rest. Just that. Nothing more. And suddenly, everything softens. The stars dim slightly. The universe grows quieter. everything becomes slower, calmer, heavier, like sinking into a soft, endless sleep. Your breathing slows down, your thoughts disappear, and the last thing you feel before drifting away completely is her presence, still watching, still calm, still infinite. And for the first time in a long time, you feel completely at peace. The silence around you deepens, but this time it feels different. Not empty, but filled with something real, something vast, something true. You are still floating, gently, through space. And as you drift, you begin to notice something fascinating. Space is not actually silent. Even though sound cannot travel in a vacuum, scientists have discovered something incredible. Galaxies produce vibrations. Not sound in the way humans hear it, but deep, low-frequency waves. Some of these waves are so massive, they would take millions of years just to complete a single cycle. Imagine that. A sound so deep, so slow, that it stretches across time itself. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Let your mind slow down, just like those cosmic waves. Far away from you, there are stars, far bigger than our sun. Some of them are called red giants. These stars have expanded so much that if one replaced our sun, it would swallow Mercury, Venus, and even Earth. Everything you know, gone inside a single star. And yet, in the vastness of the universe, even those giant stars are considered small. You continue drifting, calm, weightless, safe. There are also stars that no longer shine, dead stars known as neutron stars. They are incredibly dense, so dense that a single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh billions of tons, more than mountains, compressed into something tiny. And still, the cosmos mistress remains silent, aware, present in everything. She does not create these stars, but she witnesses them. Every birth, every collapse, every silent explosion in the dark. Take another slow breath, in and out. Let your body relax deeper. Now, imagine this. Black holes, the most mysterious objects in the universe. Their gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. Once something crosses the boundary, known as the event horizon, it is gone forever, lost to the outside universe. But here's something even more fascinating. Time behaves differently near a black hole. If you were close to one, time would slow down for you compared to the rest of the universe. Minutes for you could be years somewhere else. Let that idea settle in your mind. Slowly, gently. No need to fully understand it. Just feel the vastness of it. You are drifting through a universe where time bends, where space stretches, where reality itself is not fixed. And within all of this, there is calm, there is stillness. Because the universe, despite its power, moves slowly, patiently, over billions of years. Just like you now, slowing down, letting go, drifting deeper into rest. Far beyond our galaxy, there are billions of other galaxies, each one containing billions of stars. And around many of those stars, there are planets, some hot, some frozen, and maybe some just like Earth. You are not alone in this universe. Life may exist in forms we cannot even imagine.
And yet, in this moment, there is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go, only drift, only rest, only breathe. The Cosmos Mistress, still watching, still present, still calm. As the stars slowly move, as galaxies gently spin, as time stretches endlessly, you feel yourself letting go, deeper, softer, heavier. Your breathing slows again, your thoughts fade away, and in this vast, beautiful universe, you find something simple: peace, quiet, rest, and slowly, gently, you drift into sleep. In the far reaches of the universe, far beyond anything visible from Earth, there exists a region where light itself struggles to travel. Astronomers call these areas deep cosmic voids. These voids are not completely empty, but compared to the rest of the universe, they contain almost nothing at all. No bright stars, no glowing galaxies, just an endless stretch of darkness. If you were there, you would not see the familiar patterns of stars in the sky. You would see almost nothing at all. And yet, even these empty regions are part of a much larger structure. The universe is not random. Galaxies are arranged in vast networks known as the cosmic web, connected by invisible threads of dark matter. These filaments stretch across billions of light years, forming a structure so large that the human mind can barely comprehend it. Between these filaments lie the voids, silent. You drift quietly through one of these regions. There is no urgency here, no sudden movement. Everything feels distant, slow, and strangely peaceful. Far ahead, a faint glow begins to appear. At first, it looks like a single star, but as you move closer, it expands. It is not a star. It is a galaxy. A massive spiral galaxy, slowly rotating in silence. Billions of stars orbiting a central core, each one moving in perfect balance. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is also a spiral galaxy like this. It contains over 100 billion stars. And around many of those stars, there are planets. Some of those planets are made of gas. Some of time, on a cosmic scale, moves very differently. Civilizations rise and fall in what, to the universe, feels like a brief moment.
You pass through the outer edges of the galaxy. Here, stars are more scattered, quieter, older. Some of them have already reached the end of their life cycle. White dwarfs, small, dense remnants of stars that once burned brightly. They no longer produce energy. They simply glow faintly, cooling slowly over billions of years. Further in, the density increases. Stars become more frequent. Light becomes stronger. Clusters of stars form tight groups, bound together by gravity. Some of these clusters are older than the Earth itself, formed when the universe was still young. And deeper still, near the center, something powerful exists.
At the heart of most galaxies, including our own, there is a supermassive black hole. The one at the center of the Milky Way is called Sagittarius A star. It has a mass of about 4 million suns. Despite its size, it cannot be seen directly. Only its effects can be observed. Stars orbiting rapidly around an invisible point, light bending as it passes nearby. You remain at a distance, simply observing. There is no danger here, only understanding. The universe is not chaotic in the way it seems. It follows patterns, laws, balances that keep everything in motion. Gravity pulls matter together. Energy flows from stars. Time stretches across unimaginable distances. And through all of it, there is a quiet order. You begin to move away from the center of the galaxy, slowly drifting back toward open space. The light fades again, becoming softer, more distant. And once again, you find yourself surrounded by calm darkness. Not empty, but peaceful. The kind of stillness that does not demand attention, only presence. Far in the distance, other galaxies can be seen, each one a complete universe of its own. Some collide, merging slowly over millions of years. Others drift apart, carried by the expansion of space itself. In fact, the universe is expanding constantly. Galaxies are moving away from each other, and the farther they are, the faster they move. This discovery changed everything we understand about the cosmos. It means the universe had a beginning, and it means it is still evolving. You continue drifting, with no destination, no urgency, just movement, slow and effortless. There is nothing you need to do, nothing to solve, nothing to chase. Only observe and exist. The vastness around you is no longer overwhelming. It feels natural now, familiar. As if you were always a part of it. The stars grow dimmer again. The galaxies fade into distance. And the quiet returns, deeper than before. A stillness that settles gently, without force. The universe continues its motion, far beyond your awareness. And you, slowly, begin to let go. Thoughts become softer, then fewer, then nothing. Only calm remains. Only silence. Only the quiet rhythm of existence, stretching endlessly into the dark. Far beyond the quiet edges of the Milky Way, another galaxy is moving through space. Slowly, silently, for billions of years,
It has been traveling toward us. This galaxy is called Andromeda. On clear nights, people on Earth can actually see it without a telescope, a faint patch of light in the dark sky, barely noticeable to most eyes. But that small blur of light is enormous. Andromeda contains nearly 1 trillion stars, almost twice as many as the Milky Way. It stretches across more than 200,000 light years, a massive spiral structure drifting through the universe with silent precision. And right now, at this very moment, Andromeda is moving closer. Not fast in human terms, not suddenly, but steadily. About 110 kilometers every second. A speed so great that no machine built on Earth could ever match it. Yet because space is so unimaginably large, the collision will not happen for around 4.5 billion years.
Long after modern cities are gone, long after oceans and continents have changed, long after the sun itself begins to age, you drift quietly through the darkness between galaxies. This region of space is colder than anything humans can experience naturally. The temperature here is close to absolute zero, around minus 270 degrees Celsius. So cold that atoms barely move. So silent that even light feels distant. Ahead of you, Andromeda glows softly. Its spiral arms stretch outward like enormous rivers of stars. Blue regions shine where new stars are forming. Dark lanes of cosmic dust cut through the galaxy like shadows. At its center, a bright core burns steadily. And hidden within that core lies another supermassive black hole, much larger than the one inside the Milky Way. Scientists estimate it may contain over 100 million times the mass of the Sun. Despite its size, the black hole itself cannot be seen directly. Only the stars near it reveal its existence, orbiting rapidly around an invisible center. You continue drifting closer. The galaxy becomes brighter now. Individual stars begin to appear. Entire solar systems move silently around them. Some planets are frozen worlds covered in endless ice. Others are scorched by giant suns burning nearby.
Some may contain oceans beneath thick atmospheres. And somewhere within this vast galaxy, there may already be life. Not human life, not anything familiar, but something alive. Something looking up at its own night sky, wondering the same things humanity once wondered. Are we alone? What exists beyond the stars? How large is the universe really? The deeper you move into Andromeda, the more peaceful everything feels. There is no chaos here. Even galaxies collide slowly. When Andromeda and the Milky Way finally meet, most stars will never crash into each other at all. The distance between stars is simply too large. Instead, the galaxies will pass through one another like enormous clouds of light. Gravity will reshape them over millions of years. Spiral arms will stretch and twist. New stars will form from compressed clouds of gas. Entire constellations in Earth's future sky would change completely. If humans still existed to see it, the night sky would glow with streams of stars unlike anything visible today. The collision itself would unfold so slowly that no single moment would feel violent. Only gradual change, a universe constantly rearranging itself. You drift past one of Andromeda's star clusters. Thousands of stars shine together in a dense sphere of light. Some of these stars are ancient red giants nearing the end of their existence. Others are small red dwarfs, stars so stable that they may survive for trillions of years, far longer than the sun. Red dwarfs are the most common stars in the universe. Small, dim, long-lasting. Some planets orbiting these stars may remain stable for unimaginable lengths of time. Enough time for life to evolve slowly, patiently, over billions upon billions of years. The universe does not rush. Everything moves according to scales far beyond human life. Stars are born. Galaxies drift. Black holes grow silently in darkness. And space itself continues expanding. Even now, the distance between galaxies increases constantly. The universe grows larger every second. Scientists still do not fully understand why. They believe a mysterious force called dark energy is responsible. An invisible energy pushing space outward across the cosmos. Dark energy cannot be seen directly. It cannot be touched, yet it may make up nearly 70% of the entire universe. Most of existence is made of things humanity still cannot fully explain. Dark matter, dark energy, invisible forces shaping galaxies and bending light across billions of light years. The deeper science looks into the cosmos, the stranger it becomes. You leave the bright center of Andromeda behind and drift once again into open space. The galaxy slowly fades into the distance, its light becoming softer, smaller, calmer. Ahead of you, countless more galaxies wait in silence. Some elliptical, some spiral, some distorted from ancient collisions long ago. Each one carrying billions of stars, billions of worlds, billions of possibilities. And between them all, endless darkness. Not frightening darkness, peaceful darkness. The kind that asks nothing from you. The kind that allows your mind to finally grow quiet. You continue drifting forward. No destination, no hurry. Only motion through the endless universe. Far behind you, Andromeda glows faintly now. Another island of stars suspended in the infinite dark. And gradually, even that light begins to fade. The silence deepens once more. Your thoughts slow gently. The universe becomes softer, more distant, more dreamlike. And somewhere far beyond sight, galaxies continue moving through eternity, while you drift peacefully through the calm darkness between them. Long before humans built cities, before the first oceans formed on Earth, before even the sun existed, the universe was already ancient. Stars had already been born. Entire galaxies had already formed and drifted through space for billions of years. And in the darkness between them, time moved silently forward. You continue drifting through that same universe now. Calm, weightless, surrounded by endless stars. Far ahead, a strange region of space begins to glow faintly. Not bright like a star, not sharp like a galaxy, just a soft distortion in the darkness, as if space itself is bending. This phenomenon is known as gravitational lensing. When a massive object exists in space, such as a galaxy cluster or a black hole, its gravity bends the path of light around it. Light does not always travel in straight lines through the universe.
Gravity can curve space itself. And when space bends, light bends with it. Because of this effect, astronomers can sometimes see galaxies hidden far behind other galaxies. The light stretches around massive objects, like water flowing around a stone. Some distant galaxies appear duplicated, warped into circles and arcs of light. The universe creates natural lenses far more powerful than any telescope built by humans. You drift closer. The distortion becomes clearer now. An entire galaxy cluster lies ahead, containing thousands of galaxies bound together by gravity. The combined mass is so enormous that space itself curves around it. Clusters like these are among the largest structures in existence. Some stretch across tens of millions of light years. Inside them are spiral galaxies, elliptical galaxies, clouds of hot gas, invisible dark matter, and black holes larger than millions of suns combined. Yet despite their size, they move quietly, slowly, almost peacefully. You pass near one of the galaxies within the cluster. Its stars glow warm against the darkness. At the edge of the galaxy, a small blue planet circles a yellow star. For a brief moment, it reminds you of Earth. Not because it is the same, but because somewhere, on countless planets scattered across the universe, life may have looked up at the stars and wondered the same questions. How did all of this begin? How far does it go? Will it ever end? Humanity has searched for these answers for centuries, and the deeper science explores space, the stranger reality becomes. According to modern physics, time itself is not constant. It can slow down. It can stretch. Two people experiencing different gravity or different speeds can actually experience time differently. This idea is called relativity. The faster an object moves, the slower time passes for it, compared to something at rest. Near extremely massive objects like black holes, this effect becomes even stronger. A person near a black hole might experience only a few hours, while years pass far away. Time is not separate from space.
Together, they form something called space-time, a four-dimensional structure that holds the universe together. Mass bends space-time. Gravity shapes it. And everything within the universe moves through it. Even now, Earth spins through space-time at incredible speed. The planet rotates at about 1,600 kilometers per hour near the equator. At the same time, it orbits the sun at more than 100,000 kilometers per hour. The sun itself orbits the center of the Milky Way, and the galaxy moves through space as well. Nothing in the universe is truly still. Everything moves. Everything drifts. Even entire galaxy clusters slowly travel through the cosmos over billions of years. You continue moving through the cluster. The galaxies around you grow more distant again. Their light softens into tiny glowing shapes against the dark. Further ahead, something unusual appears. A star unlike the others. Small, faint, barely visible. This is a white dwarf,
the remaining core of a dead star. When stars similar to the Sun exhaust their fuel, they expand into red giants before collapsing inward. Their outer layers drift away into space. What remains is a dense, glowing core, about the size of Earth, but containing nearly the same mass as the original star. A teaspoon of white dwarf material would weigh tons on Earth. Over billions of years, these stars slowly cool, fading into darkness. Some scientists believe the universe is not old enough yet for any white dwarfs to have fully cooled. Somewhere in the far future, they may eventually become black dwarfs. Cold, dark, invisible remnants drifting silently through space. The universe changes slowly, but it never truly stops changing. Stars are constantly forming. Others are dying. Galaxies merge, black holes consume matter, and space itself continues expanding outward endlessly. Scientists once believed the expansion of the universe would eventually slow down because of gravity, but observations revealed something unexpected. The expansion is accelerating. Galaxies are moving away from each other faster over time.
This mysterious acceleration remains one of the greatest mysteries in science. Dark energy, invisible and poorly understood, may control the future of the cosmos itself. If the expansion continues forever, distant galaxies will eventually move so far away that their light will never reach each other again. The night skies of future civilizations could become completely dark. No visible galaxies beyond their own. Only endless emptiness stretching outward forever. You drift onward through the darkness. The galaxy cluster fades behind you now. Ahead lies open space once more. Quiet. Cold. Infinite. The stars around you appear calmer here. More distant. The silence feels deeper than before. Not lonely. Not frightening. Just vast. A silence so complete that even thoughts begin to slow within it. The universe no longer feels overwhelming. It feels peaceful, ancient, endless. And as you continue drifting through the calm darkness, the distant stars slowly blur together into soft light, while the motion of the cosmos carries you gently forward through the infinite night. Far beyond the bright galaxies, beyond the glowing nebulae and spinning stars, there are regions of the universe almost impossible to understand. Places where matter becomes invisible, where gravity behaves strangely, where most of existence cannot even be seen. You continue drifting through the darkness. The stars around you are fewer now. Only distant points of light remain scattered across the endless black. And somewhere within that darkness, something hidden surrounds everything. Dark matter. Scientists cannot see dark matter directly. No telescope has ever captured it. It does not glow. It does not reflect light. It remains completely invisible. And yet, without it, galaxies would not exist. When astronomers studied how galaxies rotate, they discovered something impossible. The outer stars of galaxies were moving far too fast. According to normal physics, galaxies should have torn themselves apart long ago. The visible matter inside them simply was not enough to hold everything together. But something else was there,
Something massive. Something invisible.
An unseen form of matter, creating extra gravity. This hidden material became known as dark matter. Today, scientists believe dark matter makes up around 27% of the universe. Ordinary matter, stars, planets, oceans, clouds, human beings, everything visible makes up less than 5%. Most of the universe is made of things humanity still cannot fully explain. You drift quietly through open space. Around you, the darkness feels deeper now. But it is not empty. Invisible structures stretch across the cosmos like enormous skeletons supporting galaxies. Dark matter forms vast halos around galaxies, helping shape the universe on the largest scales. Without it, stars may never have gathered together. Planets may never have formed. Life itself may never have existed. Far ahead, a dim blue glow begins to appear. A nebula, an enormous cloud of gas and dust drifting between the stars. Some nebulae are the remains of exploded stars. Others are places where entirely new stars are forming. This one stretches across dozens of light years. Soft colors swirl through the cloud. Blue, violet, silver, and faint traces of red. Inside the densest regions, gravity slowly pulls particles together. Over millions of years, temperatures rise, pressure increases, and eventually, nuclear fusion begins. A star is born. The process happens slowly beyond imagination. No sudden explosion, no instant transformation. Only gradual change unfolding across immense stretches of time. You move deeper into the nebula. The light becomes softer here, diffused through cosmic dust. Tiny particles drift silently through space. Some of them contain carbon molecules. Others contain water in frozen form. Scientists have discovered enormous clouds of water vapor floating through distant regions of space. One cloud near a black hole contains more water than all the oceans on Earth combined, trillions of times over. The universe is filled with strange and beautiful things hidden in darkness. Ahead of you, several young stars begin to glow within the nebula. These stars are hotter and brighter than the sun. Powerful solar winds push surrounding gas outward, carving enormous cavities into the cloud. Over time, their radiation reshapes the nebula completely. Stars do not simply exist within the universe. They transform it. The sun itself formed inside a nebula around 4.5 billion years ago. The Earth formed from leftover material orbiting the young sun. Dust became rocks, rocks became planets. And on one small world, life slowly appeared. Every atom inside your body has traveled through space for billions of years. The calcium in your bones, the oxygen you breathe, the iron in your blood, all were created inside ancient stars long before Earth existed. Humans are not separate from the universe. In a very real way, humans are part of it. You continue drifting through the glowing nebula. The colors begin fading slowly behind you. Open space returns once more. Far ahead, another strange object appears. A pulsar. The collapsed core of a dead star spinning at incredible speed. Pulsars are a type of neutron star. Some rotate hundreds of times every second. As they spin, beams of radiation shoot outward from their magnetic poles. From a distance, these beams appear like flashes of light pulsing rhythmically through space.
Some pulsars are so accurate that scientists compare them to cosmic clocks, more stable than many human-made timekeeping systems. Imagine an object larger than a city, spinning faster than kitchen blades, carrying the mass of an entire star compressed into something unbelievably dense. The universe constantly creates extremes beyond ordinary imagination. Extreme gravity, extreme temperatures, extreme distances. And yet, despite all of this, space still feels calm, silent, patient. You drift further away from the pulsar. Its flashes become slower, dimmer, until they disappear completely into the dark. Ahead lies only the quiet cosmos. No sound, no rush. Only endless motion stretching across eternity. The universe continues expanding silently in every direction. Galaxies drift farther apart. Stars continue forming and dying. Invisible dark matter shapes the structure of space itself. And through all of it, time moves forward endlessly. You no longer think about destinations. The stars have become part of the background now. Familiar, comforting. The darkness no longer feels empty. It feels peaceful, like an endless ocean carrying everything gently through time. Your thoughts begin to slow again. The vastness around you softens. Distant galaxies blur into faint streams of light. And somewhere, far beyond sight, hidden forces continue shaping the universe quietly, while you drift deeper into the endless calm of space. Before the first star ever existed, the universe was completely dark. No galaxies, no planets, no light. Only energy spread across an endless, expanding cosmos. You drift silently through that ancient darkness now. Far behind you, the stars of later ages have faded away. Ahead lies the beginning of everything, the early universe. Scientists believe the universe began around 13.8 billion years ago, not as an explosion in empty space, but as the rapid expansion of space itself. This event became known as the Big Bang. In the first moments after it began, the universe was hotter than anything humans can truly imagine. Temperatures reached trillions of degrees. Matter could not form yet. Even atoms did not exist. Everything was compressed into pure energy, and particles moving at incredible speeds. Time itself had only just begun. As the universe expanded, it slowly cooled. Tiny particles started forming, then protons and electrons. Hundreds of thousands of years later, the first atoms finally appeared, mostly hydrogen and helium, the simplest elements in existence. For millions of years after that, the universe entered a period scientists call the Cosmic Dark Ages. No stars existed yet, no galaxies. Only vast clouds of gas drifting silently through darkness. It was a quiet universe, cold, empty, waiting. You continue drifting through this ancient era. There is almost nothing around you. Only endless darkness stretching across unimaginable distances. But slowly, gravity begins pulling clouds of gas together. Very gradually, denser regions start to form. Over millions of years, those clouds collapse inward. Pressure rises, heat increases, and then, for the first time, light appears. The first stars are born. Massive stars, far larger than the sun. They burn bright and hot, flooding the universe with radiation.
The darkness begins to fade. The first galaxies slowly emerge. Clusters of stars gathering together under gravity, spinning, growing, changing the structure of the universe forever. You drift past one of these ancient galaxies. Its stars are young and brilliant blue. Many of them will not survive long. Large stars consume their fuel quickly. Some live only a few million years before exploding in enormous supernovae. Those explosions scatter heavy elements into space. Carbon, oxygen, iron, elements that did not exist during the beginning. Without those ancient stars dying, rocky planets and living creatures could never have formed. Every generation of stars changes the universe a little more. The cosmos slowly becomes richer, more complex, more alive. Far ahead, one particular star burns quietly inside a younger galaxy. A yellow star, smaller than the giant stars around it. Stable, long-lasting. This star will eventually become known as the Sun. Around it, a disk of gas and dust slowly spins. Small particles collide and stick together. Pebbles become rocks. Rocks become worlds. Over millions of years, planets begin to form. One of them is Earth. At first, Earth is violent and hot. Volcanoes cover its surface. Asteroids strike constantly. The oceans do not yet exist. The sky looks nothing like it does today. But eventually, the planet cools. Water gathers. Atmospheres form. And somewhere within those early oceans, life begins. Simple microscopic organisms appear first. Tiny living cells drifting through ancient seas. For billions of years, life remains small and simple. Then slowly, evolution changes everything. Plants appear. Creatures move onto land. Dinosaurs dominate the earth for millions of years before disappearing. Mammals rise afterward. And much later, humans arrive. Modern humans have existed for only a tiny fraction of cosmic history. If the age of the universe were compressed into a single year, human civilization would appear only in the final seconds before midnight. And yet, in that brief moment, humanity learned to study the stars. People built telescopes. They mapped planets. They measured galaxies billions of light years away. Small creatures living on one planet around one ordinary star discovered the age and structure of the universe itself. You drift further through the cosmos. The galaxies around you continue evolving slowly. Stars are born. Others die. Black holes grow silently at galactic centers. Space expands endlessly outward. The universe never truly becomes still. Even now, Earth continues moving through space, orbiting the sun, traveling through the Milky Way, carried through the expanding cosmos at enormous speeds. And yet, from the surface of Earth, nights can feel calm and quiet. Humans look up at the stars and imagine the universe as peaceful. In many ways, it is. Not because it lacks power or motion, but because everything unfolds slowly, patiently, across distances and timescales beyond ordinary understanding. Ahead of you now, the ancient universe slowly fades into the modern cosmos once again. Galaxies stretch across the darkness. Nebula glow softly in the distance. Stars fill the endless night. And somewhere, on a small blue planet orbiting an ordinary star, billions of people sleep beneath the same universe you drift through now. The cosmos continues around them quietly. Ancient, infinite. Speak with
Endlessly moving through time. And as you continue drifting through the calm darkness between the stars, the light around you softens once more, while the endless universe carries you silently forward through the night. The universe has always been changing. Stars are born, galaxies collide, planets form and disappear. Nothing in the cosmos remains exactly the same forever. And yet, across billions of years, the universe continues moving quietly forward. You drift through that endless motion now. Far behind you, ancient galaxies glow faintly like distant islands of light. Ahead lies a future no human being will ever see. The far future of the universe. A time beyond civilizations, beyond planets, beyond even most stars. Scientists believe the universe will continue expanding for trillions upon trillions of years. Galaxies will slowly drift farther apart. The night skies of distant worlds will begin to darken. Future civilizations, if any still exist, may one day look into space and see almost nothing beyond their own galaxy. The expanding universe will carry distant galaxies so far away that their light will no longer reach them. The cosmos will grow quieter, larger, darker. You continue drifting forward. The stars around you are fewer now. Many of them have already burned out long ago. Massive blue stars disappear first, then stars like the sun. Only smaller red dwarf stars remain. These tiny stars burn fuel extremely slowly. Some may survive for trillions of years, longer than almost anything else in the visible universe. Around them, cold planets continue orbiting silently through darkness. But eventually, even the red dwarfs begin to fade. One by one, the last stars die. The universe enters an era scientists sometimes call the degenerate era. A universe without sunlight, without bright galaxies. Only stellar remnants remain. White dwarfs, neutron stars, black holes. Cold objects drifting through nearly endless darkness. You pass near an ancient white dwarf. Once, billions of years ago, it was a star similar to the sun. Now it glows only faintly, slowly cooling toward invisibility. Nearby, a neutron star spins quietly through space, dense beyond imagination. A collapsed core left behind by a long-dead supernova. Further away, black holes drift silently between the fading galaxies. Over unimaginable periods of time, even galaxies themselves begin to disappear. Stars are occasionally thrown into intergalactic space by gravitational interactions. Others fall into black holes. The universe becomes emptier with every passing age. And yet, even black holes are not eternal. According to theoretical physics, black holes may slowly lose energy through something called Hawking radiation. Very gradually, Over periods so vast they are difficult to describe, black holes may evaporate. A stellar black hole could take longer than the current age of the universe multiplied many times over. The largest black holes may survive for numbers of years almost beyond comprehension. But eventually, even they fade. The universe grows colder, quieter, darker.
There are no more stars now. No glowing nebulae, no bright galaxies crossing the heavens. Only scattered particles drifting through near-empty space. The temperature of the universe approaches absolute zero. Motion slows. Energy spreads thinly across the endless cosmos. This possible future is sometimes called the heat death of the universe. Not an explosion, not destruction, just silence. A gradual fading of light and warmth over unimaginable time. You drift through that ancient darkness peacefully. There is no fear here, only stillness. The universe has not ended violently. It has simply become quiet. The same way oceans become calm after storms. The same way night settles gently over Earth after sunset. Even at the end of all stars, space remains vast and beautiful. Tiny particles continue drifting through the darkness. Quantum fluctuations still ripple softly through empty space. Time itself continues forward, perhaps forever. Some scientists believe new universes could someday emerge from quantum events beyond ordinary understanding. Others believe the cosmos may cycle endlessly through creation and collapse. No one truly knows.
The universe still holds mysteries far beyond human knowledge, and maybe that is part of what makes it so peaceful. Not everything must be solved. Not every mystery needs an answer. Some things simply exist, quietly, beyond complete understanding. Far in the distance, the last faint lights finally disappear. Darkness stretches endlessly in every direction, but it no longer feels empty. It feels calm, ancient, infinite. You continue drifting through that endless stillness. No destination, no urgency. Only silence carrying you gently forward through time. The universe around you has become completely quiet now. No explosions, no collisions, no bright stars left burning in the darkness. Only the soft motion of existence itself. And somewhere, far beyond galaxies and time, the cosmos continues endlessly onward. The same universe that once created stars, oceans, planets, and life now rests in silence. You drift peacefully through that final quiet. Thoughts grow softer. The darkness becomes gentle. The endless universe wraps around you like a calm night sky stretching forever above an empty ocean. And slowly, without effort, without sound, you disappear deeper into the infinite stillness of space, while the ancient cosmos continues its silent journey through eternity.